The greatest achievement of this community school initiative is that we successfully submitted our community school grant application in February of 2024. And recently we received notice from the California Department of Education that we were awarded the community school grant for 4 of our 5 Title I schools. These are Sunnybury Elementary, San Mateo Park Elementary, Laurel Elementary, Lead Elementary, and our 5th school, Fiesta Gardens International School, although did not receive the grant, will still become a community school.
To get kids in after-school programs, to extend our summer school, to give parents more leadership opportunities at their schools.
We are really focusing on you, our community members, which is a predominantly Spanish-speaking community. For our families, the biggest need that came out of this process was extended learning opportunities after school. And they wanted a variety of things. They wanted academic supports and math and science. So that's something we would put into place right away. It's to support the kids, but it's also to support working families.
We're able to hear their voices through a survey, through the meetings, through the activities that we were able to put together. The nice thing about that too is that at those meetings, they hear from each other and bounce off ideas and learn from one another. We bring the community together for the 5 schools.
And I think one of the greatest successes of this community school initiative is the activation of family, community, and parent voice that we were able to achieve. Families who were really invested in the community school initiative are showing up in other spaces around school. They're showing up at school site councils. They're showing up at our English language committees that each of the schools have. And so we're really seeing this amplification of parent and community voice that wasn't there before.
Yo me sentí muy motivada desde el primer día 1 que yo asistí a la escuela, a las escuelas, a las reuniones, porque yo veía ahí algo que me decía, sigue adelante. Me seguí motivando para platicarle a los padres toda la información que se estaba trayendo. Entonces, era una manera de también cómo los padres nos motivábamos. Había ese tiempo para convivir, de compartir con otras familias, con los diferentes empleados del distrito escolar que iban. Ahí compartíamos nuestras ideas, nuestros sueños.
I saw this shift, this inflection point where I was no longer like a presenter. I was just like facilitating and organizing the engagements, but they took over the process. There was this transfer of responsibility from myself and my team to the families.
Es la primera vez ahora con escuelas comunitarias tenemos la oportunidad de nosotros los padres de tomar decisiones. Es una manera excelente que yo miré como oportunidad de decir, yo puedo opinar, yo puedo tomar decisiones, yo puedo hablar por mi comunidad, yo puedo hablar por las personas que no tienen voz o que no se animan.
This is a community all hours of the day, not just from 8 to 3 when we're all together. Our families as well as staff are looking forward to social emotional wellness programs for our students. So access to counselors outside of school and the opportunity to have wellness resources from our community. Students were given the opportunity to share what they want to see in community schools. And it was really cool to hear their input and feedback because it differed greatly from what the teachers would imagine that they wanted.
I think it's important to have everyone involved because that way only the students be part of the school, but also their family, their other friends, and their parents can also see what everyone's been doing at school. I think it's important because that way kids don't have to worry about doing homework once they go home. And also the parents don't have to be worried that they have to pick their kid up on time. They can wait for a while until the after school program ends. That way kids can try out new sports and they can find out which sport they actually really like.
Oftentimes at school, decisions are made for students, but in this case, students were able to provide their voice and let us know what they want to see and have autonomy and leadership in their own school.
As we explore the possibilities of the community schools model, this model goes beyond education to affect access to resources, community cohesion, and support networks for our most vulnerable scholars and families.
And it's all based on our connection to that strategic plan that calls for equity and closing the achievement gap and student wellness. And our community schools grant is going to take us a big part of the way there.